Need a hanky? Gotta admit, never expected this of you.
You.
You humans have unusual tastes. How did you fare on Bald Mountain?
Need to ask? You're a sage.
I ask as a courtesy. A concept you clearly forgot when you left without uttering a word.
Ciri was in a hurry.
I know, so she wrote in her letter. But that is not my concern. You eliminated Imlerith adeptly. So adeptly, you might say you inspired me.
Okay, interesting.
Skip the guessing games. I'm tired.
The loss of one of his great generals has weakened Eredin significantly. 2 others remain.
How do we get rid of them?
Caranthir is a loyalist, but Gels, that is another story. He was a devoted follower of our former king. And as it happens, Eredin poisoned our beloved ruler.
Plot thickens.
Regicide. Serious stuff. Take it not many know about this.
Of the living, only I. And Eredin, of course.
Question is, can you get Gels to believe you?
Nothing you need worry about.
Okay.
Fine. So what do you propose?
Why to bring Gels here? Show him the truth of what happened.
Fabulous plan. If we only knew where to find him.
We do. In the land of the NL.
Land of the NL?
You don't recall. After all, you did travel with Eredin for some time.
Come on, dude. You know how this works.
The land of the Elder folk. The world where we arrived centuries ago. A world that is now our home. The Red Riders come from there. And it is there where we will find Gels.
Okay, fine. But, that sounds kind of hard.
Think you're forgetting something. You and Ciri might know how to travel between worlds. But me? Not so much.
You clearly know there are many other worlds apart from the one where we now stand. They're linked by passages, hidden gateways that afford travel from one world to another. Of course, few know of these gateways. Even fewer can locate them.
Elven sages, for example?
For example. One such passage will open soon near where we are, fortuitously enough. Between this noble edifice and the butcher's yard. That's our chance. Shall we go?
All right. Sounds good. Let's go.
Let's go.
Is this the same broken house?
Who are you?
Friends. Are your parents home?
Aye, but they're busy. Mum's off to par with a frying pan, 'cause he, bubbered this lady.
Fucked.
I see. We shan't bother them. Will you let us in?
I will.
What a nice boy. I think this might be where Sarah used to live. In which case, it totally makes sense that guy is sleeping around.
Dunno
Thank
why
you, boy.
Mum's so angry with Pa. Pa's real nice. Stinks of gin and piss sometimes. But he bought me some new toys today. Wooden blocks and a 3-wheel cart. Shame the wheels are missing.
Ha! Doesn't sound all that nice, kid.
The passage is here, past this wall.
Yes. So it is. Wow. Yes, there's the oven where we smoked her out. This is definitely the same house.
Yes?
Yes. Okay. Yeah, we found this before. But it wasn't a portal then.
This is the place. Once we enter, there'll be no returning until we reach Gels. Ready?
Yes, let's go.
Do it.
Remember, wherever you land, search for a place that looks like this one. We shall meet sooner or later.
Mean we'll be separated?
It's possible. I lack your ward's talent. Zirel is the lady of time and space. I merely know how to use this arcane knowledge to a limited degree. It's time.
I hate portals.
This is not a good quest for you, Geralt. Little does he know what's in store here. Whoa. Cool.
Where are we?
Welcome to the Diderwet Desert.
This somewhere in our world?
Ever seen such canyons in your world? Come, we must go.
Wow. Cool.
What is this place?
A very old world, thoroughly raped and destroyed.
Anything live
Use
here?
that word.
Mainly desert creatures, able to survive months on end without water. Oh, and large sand crabs beneath the surface.
Oh,
We
boy.
must be careful they don't sense us.
And before? Were there any people? Or elves?
Do you believe humanoids have a monopoly on destroying worlds?
So what did live here? Sentient monsters of some sort?
Look at those cliffs. Remind you of anything?
Cliffs?
Look a bit like the bed of a giant river.
Or the bottom of a sea?
Oh.
Mean there were water creatures here once?
No creatures. Merely a sea.
Trying to say that...
That there are many different worlds and even more forms of life. Many of them intelligent, much more so in fact than you humans.
Excuse
But
you.
as it turns out, not even that could stop them from exhausting all the resources of their world. To the last drop. Ah, the portal.
Looks more like a ruin.
Appearances can be deceiving.
So what are we waiting for?
For it to open. Shouldn't take but a few moments.
Okay. Wow. I see now what he was talking about. Cool. Oh. Oh.
What's going on?
The sand crabs have
Oops.
sensed our
Oops.
presence.
Oops.
Wonderful.
Sand crabs? Oh, there it is. Oh my goodness. Woo! Over there. Oh. Oh my gosh. Guys. Oh, excuse you.
They just...
As soon as the portal opens, you must jump! 3, 2...
Okay. I'm going.
What a relief.
Okay.
Avallac'h?
Uh-oh. Oh, look at this place. Ooh. Okay. Oh. Okay. Oh. Oh. Okay. I see it. At least I think that's it. Oh, yeah. There it is.
There it is.
Thanks, Geralt.
Vapors don't look terribly inviting.
No, they're green vapors. Not the best. Oh, look down there. Could jump down that way. Could jump over this way. Oh, run, Geralt.
Damn it, gotta hold my breath.
Okay, go up here. How about that? There we go.
Any longer and I'd have suffocated.
Okay. Let's give it a go. Running jump, Geralt. Oh. Run! Run! Run. Oh, we seem to be okay. I wasn't anticipating that. Let me get up. Oh, we're fine. No problem. Oh, yes, problem. Okay, go, Geralt. Uh-oh. Da-da. Dun-dun. Okay. That's it. Let's go. Okay. Hold.
Cold.
Yeah. What I just said. Oh, wow, look at that ice. Cool. Maybe let's have a Quen. Oof.
Freeze to death if I don't hide somewhere.
Oh.
And I gotta find that next passage quick. If I can just find cover along the way, I should make it to the passage.
What's this? X. Oh, okay. Please show me the way. Okay.
Light in a place like this? Someone must have lit it. With any luck, it was a certain grouchy elven sage.
So clearly we did not take
Snow's
the
up to
intended path.
rooftops. Wonder how long this blizzard's been blowing.
I know. We're running. And we're in. Okay. Whoa. Okay. I didn't want to fall down, but it is what it is.
Of course.
Oh.
What else? Might have expected this.
They scared me. Do you mind? Come on, guys. Alright, Hound of the Wild Hunt. Oh. Very convenient that these houses are here. Oh. Anna's notes. I know not what we will do. Our food stocks ran out long ago, save for one sack of onions. For a week we have each eaten a few bites of onion a day, and nothing else. The children once detested onions, but now gobble their morsel greedily and suck on the skins. Soon our bag will be empty. We have no wood or fuel, and the snows keep falling. The mayor has been sending men door to door to hand out modest rations and a bit of wood from the lighthouse storeroom, but no one has come for days. I'm not surprised. The snow is piled nearly to the top of our windows. No one could get to our door. I'm afraid, so horribly afraid that we will not outlast this winter. Yeah, it doesn't seem so. What are these other notes that I picked up? Oh, this must have been earlier. The worst part, the all-encompassing quiet. It seems there is not a living soul around, only snow, everywhere snow, as far as the eye can see. Though sometimes we find people still alive in their homes. Everyone is hungry, everyone is frozen to the bone, but no one refuses help. They let us warm ourselves by their fire and regain some strength before we move on towards the lighthouse. They say food supplies have not yet run out. So we're seeing people right before the kind of final extinction of this place. How about over here? You can do it. Woo! Okay. Oh. Dad. Herbal's Diary. The 30th of Burka. This time of year the flowers should be in full bloom, but instead snow covers all. Spring's clearly going to be late. Food will be dear soon, that's certain. The 12th of Blythe. It's colder and colder. Snow has been falling non-stop for 37 days now. Folk don't even bother clearing it anymore. There are no more streets, only tunnels dug through the snow. The 21st of Fan. The snow never stops falling. Our larder is bare. At least we can melt snow to slake our thirst, though I don't know how long our wood will last. For now, we're alive. Yikes. Okay. Ooh, there's not a ton of shelter down here. But I guess we can probably just make a break for the lighthouse. Alright. Run, Geralt, run! Well, actually, this is probably... Oh. What? Oh, this is... I thought that would be shelter. What? Get out of here! Get out of here. I'm too cold for this. Goodbye. Okay. Woo! City Secretary's Diary. The 27th of Blade. We've tried everything. Magic rituals do not work, the gods cannot be moved by sacrifices, nor do the methods of scholars show results. All we have done is for naught. The cold is more and more overwhelming, and snow falls constantly. We no longer know what to do. The 17th of Fan. At the mayor's request, I went to the mages of Tor Levich, to ask how to arrest the changes to our climate. Sadly, they too are powerless. They claim the frost comes from some opening between the worlds, though I do not know if I understand them properly. One way or another, the snows do not relent. 35th of Fan. Grows worse every day. The mayor has ordered everyone who can to gather in the lighthouse. We are to bring warm clothing, supplies, and fuel. He hopes together we'll find survival easier. People walk there slowly, bundles of wood scavenged from furniture strapped to their backs. In this weather, even a meager fire is sweeter than honey. The 6th of Lammas. Most who once lived in the city are now dead. The few who might live still cannot be reached. Snow has buried every home. Only a few chimneys stick out in the whiteness. We are almost out of fuel and food. I feel that we will not make it much longer. Oh man. So this is, I guess, the fate that potentially awaits Geralt's world. Oh, Geralt.
Took you a while? Did you run into trouble?
No. Just taking in the sights. What is this place? Feels like I've been here before.
You have. You fought Eredin's projection here. Before that, Ciri fought here. For you.
What are you talking about?
Ever wondered how you managed to leave the Red Riders?
Many times, but I don't remember a thing.
Ciri came for you. She sensed you were in danger, tore you from the Hunt's grasp, then deposited you in the woods near Kaer Morhen.
Did Eredin start hunting her because of that? Because of me? Why didn't she say anything?
What would it have changed?
Wow. That's a bit heavy.
Where are we? World of the Enel?
No. This is Ted Dara, the time of the end. The world destroyed by the White Frost. Alas, this awaits us all, though at differing stages of our existence.
So calm when you say that.
Eredin succumbed to his knowledge of the apocalypse. Fear rules him now. I'll not commit the same error.
Care to clarify?
Not here. Not now.
Okay.
Going after Gels is proving quite a trek, but I still don't know why he's so important.
Eredin differs from the king he killed. Power for its own sake interests him. He has little patience for bureaucracy. He spends most of his time atop his steed, leading the Red Riders. So what does he need in the capital? A good viceroy. Gels is an excellent administrator and an even better plotter. He's the most dangerous individual amongst the NL.
He got any weaknesses?
Yes. He's righteous.
Okay, interesting. Well, I guess it's a good thing that Avallac'h is on our side to help us with these things. Because there's no way we'd have known this or been able to do this without him.
I was hoping we wouldn't get separated.
I warned you it could happen.
Where'd your journey take you?
Through a world whose sun had just died.
Oh,
I barely reached the next passage in time.
sounds like Outer Wilds, maybe.
Light on the peak. Was that you?
I thought it might aid your passage. After all, that is what lighthouses do. Show the way.
Okay. Nice chat.
Doesn't look safe here either. Let's go.
We made it. Or I made it. Who knows where Avallac'h is? Oh, there he is.
Last.
This Tyr Nalia?
The Palace of Awakening, formerly the Moon Palace. Gel's headquarters.
Ooh. Fort. Despite the significant measures already undertaken, the situation in the outer regions of Telath Naviel, Telath Nalia, and Telath na Krobve provinces has not improved. The sages sent to handle the matter in the field have merely succeeded in delaying the advance of the White Frost, which slowly yet surely engulfs more and more territory. We must accept that Telath Nabun is now completely lost. The sages did not reach it in time. I recommend the swift evacuation of the endangered provinces and the strengthening and radicalization of the measures intended to seize and shade territory. Otherwise, I must ask to be freed of responsibility for the provinces under my jurisdiction. Ingor Elianwe, Viceroy of the Western Shore. Okay, so the White Frost is here too, and they're kind of like battling it for control over pieces of the realm. Ooh, stern.
Beautiful.
I'm glad to know you appreciate it. Elven architecture is a bit more sophisticated.
Rude. Not untrue, though. Alright, that must be him. Over there having a little paint. Okay, let's go talk to him.
Oh, who's this? And why are they here?
I believe we're done for the day, my tulip. Be a dear and leave us alone. For I think we can agree this matter is between us and us alone, correct? Crevan of Spain, Coman Maca, and the Witcher of Rivia. Ketmil. Do you like my new model? Something of Lara Doran about her, wouldn't you agree, Crevan?
Her height, perhaps. Nothing more.
Sting.
I see I've touched a tender spot. So let's change the subject, shall we? Care for a drink?
Sure.
Got any vodka? Oh yeah, I keep forgetting you don't touch that filth, disgraceful as it is.
I must admit, you appearing here. Quite a surprise, Witcher.
Uh-oh.
Incidentally, interesting choice of allies. Do you think Avallac'h is honest with you? Just curious.
No way.
No, but honesty's not a facet of your species, so quit spewing bile. Won't gain you anything.
I detect a shadow of impatience in your faces, it seems. So what brings you here?
I've come to tell you who killed our king.
You've gone through a great deal of trouble to reach me. So I must believe you've put equal effort into preparing this lie.
You shall see the truth. You will dream it.
Even a neuromancer. My intuition was correct. This will be interesting.
Rude or polite? I know.
Tired of your pseudo-sophisticated courtesy. Let's go.
Where to, if I might ask?
To the world of the Enshe. Directly this time.
Let's go, before any guards show up.
Yeah. I don't know about your art skills, sir. Oh. That music ended abruptly. So, that was the world of the NL. The world that we live in is the world of the Enshe, I think, is what he's implying. Which, you know, it makes sense with the whole conjunction of the spheres thing, where we, the humans, kind of crossed over into the elves' world at some time in the past.
I take it I needn't introduce our guest.
Greetings, Cyril. So it's true. The swallow has befriended the fox.
There's naught you can do to make us turn on one another.
Avallac'h blackmailed you. Do you not remember? Tried to force you to warm our king's bed. Treated your body like a side of pork.
Yeah.
I remember. But I also remember what you advised Eredin do with me once I was caught. And I remember what the Red Riders did at Kaer Morhen.
I didn't come here to argue. The proof you promised, where is it?
You will see it. In your dream.
Ah, yes. The Oneiromancer. Visions that cannot be fabricated. Do you wish to show me how Eredin murdered our king? What then? Am I to incite the NL against Eredin? Call for revolution? And proclaim Avallac'h our new king?
Don't flatter yourself. Defy Eredin. That's all you need to do.
Very well. Have your oracle summon dreams of my king's last moments.
We shall all dream them, to make certain there are no misunderstandings.
Why not?
Elves are so prickly.
The king is dead. Long live the king.
Woo!
You must face him on your terms. In this world. In a place of your choosing. It's your only chance. Sail to Skellige and find the Sunstone. With it, you will summon the Naglfar. Eredin will come too. Should he call for reinforcements, no NL will answer.
You have done the thing most just. A new portal to Tir na will open. I shall stabilize it and you will return. Come with me.
Mission accomplished. Eredin, what a dude. Did it, Siri. Hey.
Just as well. Could have been bluffing. Might have just said that so we'd let him go. Damn it, we should have pressed him.
Calm down. Avallac'h knows him better. We'll hear him out when he returns.
Speak of the devil.
Geralt's worried. He believes we let girls go too easily.
The music in the background is quite distracting both here, and you could hear it faintly during the dream scene, which made the dream scene actually a little bit more creepy as far as I'm concerned.
He got off cheap and easy. Sold us a few pieces of advice, some story about a sunstone.
He gave us his assurance that he'll not support Eredin. And that is quite a lot.
Seems to me you have a plan. Care to share it with us?
Once we find the Sunstone, aided by your sorceresses and their magic, we shall draw Eredin's ship to a bay along the coast of Undvik. We will wait in ambush, lay a trap. When the King of the Hunt arrives, we will spring it and kill him.
Just like that?
Defeating Eredin will be no small feat, but we will accomplish it.
Find the sorceresses at the lodge, and we'll meet at the port. Then we sail to Skellige.
Ooh! Level up. One thing that I never noticed before was that it is Avallac'h's idea to face him off the coast of Undvik. That is sort of an interesting side note. Oberon.